Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I feel like I haven't sat down here and had like a proper chit chat with you guys for ages, and so I'm gonna do that today, and that's gonna be in the form of me telling you my YouTube story and basically how saying yes has brought me to where I am today. Some of you guys may know that I'm an NCS ambassador, and I'm so glad to have the opportunity to be a part of it. And basically it's all about saying yes, and I was thinking about my YouTube story and how saying yes has led me to be where I am here today. So I'm just going to tell you guys the story from the very top. So I started when I was at university, and it was a case of I was really into like hair and hairstyling, and somehow some links were shared onto on like a forum I was onto YouTube. And I was like, hopped on, what's this? YouTube videos, girls, very exciting. And then I found out the world of beauty. There were these girls who were doing like makeup and all this kind of stuff, and I was like hooked. I was addicted. I started watching like girls like Flower Push and a couple of other girls, Dulcie Candy, like I loved her, Faffy Net X3. These amazing girls are just like my bread and butter. And I was like, I really want to do this, but I felt really nervous about it because there wasn't really many British girls. Something was like, do you know what, Patricia, just do it. Just say yes and just do it. So I didn't even do any research. I just bought like a camera. I was like, okay, I'm gonna record videos, but I didn't tell anybody because it's obviously really odd and really strange to record yourself and put it on the internet. I didn't tell anybody. I kept it a secret. Even Mike, my current husband, who was my boyfriend then, I didn't even tell him about it. And I basically, I didn't have a tripod. I didn't even know what a tripod was. I used to use a shoebox to put my camera and all books, and I would put my camera on top of these books or my shoebox, and I'd be in my bathroom. And I used to share a flat with a girl, and I didn't want her to know that I did it as well. So I'd do it when she was out of the house or she was in the house. I'd kind of be speaking really quietly in the bathroom to myself, and I did wonder, would she think that I'm weird? But I was like, you know what, I didn't care. I just really wanted to do it. When I started out, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I have to be totally honest with you, I was very much copying other people, and I didn't have my own voice. I didn't really know who I was. Initially I came out being really like, oh hi, and it just was like, that's so cheesy, it's really not very Patricia, is it? But that's how I first started out, and sometimes you just got to start out, right? Just do it and you will evolve and stuff. And I started out like that, and I remember like on my first video, and I was like clicking on it, I was like, oh my gosh, like 3 people have watched it, 4 people have watched it, 20 people have watched it, and I was so excited, not realizing that that was me who was watching it. Like every time I clicked on it was a new view, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe no one's watching me. So I stopped clicking on it and just like would peek. Then when I got like a comment, I was like, no, like someone's commenting. I was back on that. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad. And there was particular people who even till today, like I really recognize their names, that they still comment. Back then they were leaving me comments all the time, and they really encouraged me just to keep doing the videos. Again, it was in secret. I would not tell anyone at uni, but it was like my little world, my little, you know, place to be. And then I got to a point where I just kind of relaxed a bit more, started doing a couple more tutorials, haul videos, some style videos. My style was awful just awful now that I think about it back then, but it's hilarious to watch, to be totally honest. I might put a little playlist of some of my old videos that are available for viewing. I remember when I got my first 1,000 subscribers, I did like a video on having 1,000 subscribers, and I was like, guys, I'm so happy, and I was so ecstatic. I don't know if I did a giveaway or not. I don't know if giveaways were big things back then, but I just did this video just to thank everyone. And I think about then I told Mike that I had the channel, and what was really cool is that he was like, oh my gosh, baby, you're famous. He was so excited that I had like 500 views. He's like, 500 people have watched you, Patricia. I was like, yeah. But it was so cool, like those early days of doing YouTube. And I will tell you that I definitely had like discouragement from doing it. I remember that like I had a couple of people say to me, you know, don't do that, when they found out. I don't know how they found out, but they found out that I did YouTube, and they were like, no, you shouldn't do YouTube, it's really dangerous. I remember hearing, you know, someone was killed from YouTube, and that, you know, your future employers might find it and it's really bad. And I remember people just telling me this, and I was like, I very much felt quite nervous, like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't do this. But I kept saying yes, and I kept doing it, and I just tried to keep it a bit more quiet. I remember when I was interning in New York, I've got some videos from my time there, and I remember that someone came across my camera, like we were taking loads of photos together, and they saw like me, like they saw the video of me like talking to the camera, and one guy was like, what's Patricia doing? She's so weird, why is she filming on her camera? And I didn't realize that he had like snuck it around to all the guys in my internship group. And I was like, oh, I just have this channel, like I just mentioned it in passing. The next day, him and a group of guys had found my link, or found my channel, and literally they passed it around to the whole internship group, and my videos were being played in our classes, and I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed to the point that I almost shut down my YouTube channel. I stopped uploading like while I was in New York, because I thought they might find me again. And I like did all the guys who were there, I took them off Facebook. I was like, I don't want these guys to be able to find anything about me. I was just so embarrassed about it. But I got over the embarrassment. I decided to start owning it and being like, do you know what? Yes, I do videos on YouTube. Yes, I really like it. Yes, it's really fun. And guess what? There are people who are watching me. It might not be your cup of tea, but it's my cup of tea. My cup of tea might be playing football. My cup of tea is talking about clothes and styles to other people on the internet. So don't be angry at me, okay? And I started owning it, and people just, you know, started to forget about it. I started to grow more and more. You guys have seen where I am today. It has opened up so many opportunities to me. I have met, you know, some amazing people, from the other YouTubers to my subscribers. I remember that when I went to Singapore, the fact that I could go to Asia and sit down and go to like a market with a girl who watched me out there, how amazing is that? And like I feel I'm going to like get very emotional about that, but it's amazing. And I feel so you guys have never seen me cry, so I'm not going to cry on this, but it's such an amazing opportunity. Sorry guys, I'm so right, so this is a side of me you don't get to see, which is someone who's very, very emotional and sentimental at times. But I've had so many amazing opportunities via YouTube to, you know, to meet some wonderful people across the world, to make friends, I remember, you know, having some down times and moments where I've been like really upset and really emotional, really excited, and I just record a video and I upload it at that point in time. And you guys are always there watching it. And I'm so happy that I can encourage you guys and also receive the same back. Some other opportunities that I've had, I've been able to meet, you know, Whitney Port and interview her directly. I am an ambassador for NCS, and I get the opportunity to encourage young people to say yes via my YouTube channel. I have gone to Fashion Week shows. I have made amazing friends. You guys have seen me grow on here, and YouTube has been that platform that has allowed me to do that, and I sincerely appreciate being on here. And this video wasn't necessarily about like my appreciation, but when I'm speaking to it, I so appreciate having the opportunity. And it was just simply saying yes in the first instance, and carrying on to say yes continually despite what other people were saying, which has brought me to where I am today, where I used to work in finance. I now work in, you know, online video and advertising, in something where I'm able to release my creative juices because I said yes to doing, you know, YouTube videos. I also wanted to give you guys a couple of tips, because people have been asking about this kind of thing. And if you want some more detail on this, just let me know in the comments, and I'll do like a full-blown like YouTube tips video, but some basics. The first thing I say is important is to have your voice and to have your idea. The one thing I say is there's only one you. There's only one me. There's only one you. So find your voice. Find that thing that makes you stand out. Find that thing that you're passionate about and just execute your personality in it. When you do that, create your channel. I've got this tip here that says lights, camera, action. You don't need much, but you need a decent camera. I used to not have a flip screen camera only up until about 6 months ago, to be totally honest with you. So you don't need anything fancy, but I would advise any form of Canon. I'll list a couple of recommended ones in the bottom. Lighting is really important as well, but I always say natural lighting gives you the best finish. Like I'm using natural lighting now, and I have a reflector. I like to reflect natural light because it gives you a glow as well. But again, I will list in the description bar just some tips on 3-point lighting systems and some links to some lighting that you can get. Next, just be consistent. Despite if no one's watching you or not, keep uploading. Upload regularly, and you know, try and do it in your style all the time. Don't go from, you know, doing mountain climbing to sewing. You know, it's too different. But maybe you want to add a little my mountain climbing trick amongst all your sewing videos. Next, reach out to others on your level. So that's by leaving comments, liking other people's videos, sending people messages. Just be part of the community. YouTube, as much as a video platform, is a social network. So just make sure you reach out to other people who are about your level and bigger and smaller, but it's definitely, you know, best to stay within your peer group, because they're going to be going through the same issues that you're going through. Be persistent in sharing and being part of this. Don't just make videos for the sake of views. Make videos because you enjoy it and you enjoy being part of this world. And I'm gonna have to say it, make sure you just say yes and do it. I know so many people who think about doing it and they haven't done it yet. It's just like, just do it. You're thinking about it, do it. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. I didn't expect it to get as emotional as it did. I'm gonna link like a playlist of like my previous videos, just so you can see where I came from. Don't laugh at me too much. So guys, thanks for watching. Also guys, I wanted to let you know that I had the chance to go to Nottingham on the NCS Spotlight Tour, and I got the chance to interview some young people over there. So make sure you subscribe to the NCS YouTube channel and check myself out and some other YouTubers who were on the NCS Spotlight Tour. You can also learn more and sign up this autumn on the website ncsyes.co.uk. I will link that in the description bar below, and I will see you guys later. Bye!
And as I'm sure you're aware, I'm not the only one on this tour. The lovely Patricia is here.
I'm going to be visiting Tanika, who is an amazing volunteer here in her local community.